Hey everybody, it's your friend and your guy and your favorite YouTuber who might have actually got his sound problem solved. Gardiner, the Linux gamer. The microphone is like right here now in front of me. Did I get it solved? Did I actually get the sound problem fixed? I was going to put it up here, but I am renting this house, so I didn't want to like mount something in the ceiling. This video is brought to you by the 123 amazing people over on Patreon who make this show what it is. I want to say thank you to NQBW for his support, his continued top tier support of this show. It is truly appreciated. If you like what I'm doing here, if you believe in what I do, you can hit that subscribe button. You can also hit that like button. It all really helps the show out. You can also head over to LBRY, lbry.tv/@thelinuxgamer. It's a totally open source and distributed alternative to YouTube, and I really like it. I want to say thank you to everyone who saw the last video and wished me to feel better. I appreciate that. That was really nice. And I am feeling a bit better. I'm not as congested. I've still got a major cough. So if there's more jump cuts in this video, it's because I'm cutting out coughing. And before we get to the actual meat of this video, I wanted to say, if you didn't see the previous video, Raven and I and a bunch of people in the community are talking about making an open source game. There's going to be links in the description. There's going to be a link in the pinned comment below about how you can actually help out with an open source video game that we're actually building. I just touched the microphone. It's great. Anyway, head over there. There's a GitLab. We're having discussions. It's going to be awesome. And I'm really, really stoked about it. All right, now we're talking about the Free Software Foundation. What are they up to? Who are they even? Why am I here on this planet Earth? So, if you don't know who the Free Software Foundation is, they are an activist nonprofit organization that is dedicated to promoting and preserving free software. They are the organization behind the GPL. It was founded by Richard Stallman way back before Linux was a thing, and somehow Linux beat the GNU to the punch. So the Free Software Foundation has launched this new campaign called Upcycle Windows 7. And basically their ask is that you sign the petition. What the petition says is, hey Microsoft, make Windows 7 open source. Now, this is kind of a pie-in-the-sky idea. This is kind of like not going to happen, right? But I wanted to talk about a couple of things with this because, you know, honestly, it needs to happen. And I'm not just saying any of this because I was a huge fan of the Zune and I was really pissed when they ended support for the original Zune and the fact that I couldn't put Linux on my original Zune. I'm not mad about that. I'm telling you right now, I'm not mad about that. I'm also probably lying. The fact is, just a couple weeks ago, I think it was on the 14th of July, 2020, Microsoft ended support for Windows 7. And that means that all of these huge companies, all these banks, all these governments, all these hospitals, any industry-specific software that depends on Windows 7, well, these computers better not be connected to the internet, I'll tell you right now, because they're not going to be getting support. That is unless you pay Microsoft millions of dollars to maintain support for a legacy operating system at this point. I guess the question that I have is, why do we let Microsoft do this, right? Like, I mean, if we're living in a society, then why should Microsoft be allowed to like create like the most ubiquitous desktop operating system in the world and then, you know, 10 years down the road just be like, you know what, we're done supporting that and you either have to upgrade or pay us money or just deal with not having security updates. I understand the march of progress, it makes a lot of sense, but like, how come they can just end support and require people to buy new licenses or pay them for continued support? It's like, that just seems monopolistic. It seems bad to me. So, you know, I guess I can understand where the Free Software Foundation's coming from here. I think that Microsoft should release their source code. So the thing is, the German government has agreed to pay Microsoft 886,000 euros over the next year so that Microsoft will continue to provide security updates for Windows 7. Because, you know, the entire desktop computing world has kind of built everything on top of Windows 7 for over a decade at this point. So for over a decade, Windows 7 has really been one, like the major, like the de facto standard when it comes to developing industry-specific software for desktop computers. For better or worse. I mean, I think it's for worse because it's a legacy architecture that really has no business being used anywhere for any reason, especially when there are better options available, like, for example, Linux. But anyway, I'm ranting now at this point. The fact is the German government's paying $886,000 or euros, I guess, for the next year so that Microsoft will continue to develop patches, security updates for Windows 7 in the places where they can't update their systems. And it's the same thing for Ireland's health system. They're paying 1.1 million euros. And yeah, I understand that, like, you know, $1 million here or there is chump change for a company that drops billions of dollars for professional social media networks just every other year. But the fact is, Microsoft shouldn't be allowed to do this. All of these vendor lock-in shenanigans from companies, not just Microsoft, but any company, if they decide that they want to stop supporting Windows 7, they should give everyone free upgrades to Windows 10 and support people doing those migrations, or they should be forced to open source their software that they're not going to support anymore. Same goes with the Zune. If Microsoft wanted to stop supporting the Zune, they should be forced to release the source code for the Zune so that I can put Linux on my freaking Zune. I loved my Zune. I really did. I miss it a lot. Diggity dang. I am not salty about it, though. I mean, I think that it's wrong. I really do. I just think it's wrong. And you might disagree with me. I'd love to know what you think down in the comments. Tell me why I'm an idiot. Anyway, suffice it to say, this video has just been me rationalizing why I'm going to be signing the Free Software Foundation's petition. You know, and I don't think that Microsoft's going to take this petition seriously, but that doesn't matter. This is a moral issue, and I'm going to stand firm here, and I'm going to sign this online petition and feel like I made a difference in the world. And you can too. They're trying to hit 7,777 signatures on this petition. I think this is for like some kind of symbolic reason. I don't know why. That's kind of an arbitrary number, isn't it? But anyway, if you want to sign the petition, there's a link below. This is fun. I like doing this. These kind of things, you know, Microsoft really should know where we stand. But I also think that Microsoft really should put their money where their mouth is. If they really believe in the open source community, and if they expect us to believe that they have had a change of heart, they need to do more than just open sourcing their calculator app. They really need to open source Windows. Even if it's not Windows 7, what about Windows XP, right? I would be okay with them open sourcing Windows XP. They really should. Anyway, that's going to do it for this video. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate you guys' viewership. If you want to, you can let me know what you think about this down in the comments below. I like to read your guys' comments because most of you are actually pretty civil gentlemen. Hit that like button. It really helps the show out. You can hit that subscribe button if you want to see more of these type of videos. You can also head over to LBRY, like I said earlier. But yeah, no matter what you do, hit that like button, share it with your friends, and let me know everything is good in your life. Bye-bye.